It's Asher. Hey, Asher. It's okay. What is up, beautiful people? Hope you guys have a great fantastic day as per usual. So today's video, as you can tell by the title, is going to be about my 2021 goals, dreams, and aspirations. We're saying peace out to 2020 and hello to 2021 and all the blessings that is yet to come. And that I said is, but I meant are, that are to come ahead of us. So I'm super excited to get into this video. I'm gonna keep it really raw and authentic. Honestly, this is the second time I'm recording this video. Just didn't like the angle of the video before. I kept changing the camera space and just didn't get everything set up properly, and I didn't really go through my notes in a way that was, you know, efficient. I kept going back and I was rambling on quite a bit. So I wanted to give it another shot, you know. I literally was just halfway through the other one. I was like, nah, this is not right. This isn't me. So I'm bringing you guys the energy, bringing you guys the authenticity. You guys know what I mean. Let's go ahead and start by liking this video. I need you. I like you. I think you're super fun. I think you're super dope. And if you think I'm dope too, go ahead and drop a like. And if you don't know if I'm dope yet, I promise you, if you drop a like, you'll find out. And also go ahead and subscribe while you're at it. It's like right next to it, like right there. So just do that too. And you might as well leave a comment. Just say something like yes, or right now actually drop a comment and tell me what your #1 goal is for 2021. Is it a better life, better health, better wealth, family, relations? What is it? Drop your comment down below and let me know what 2021 has in store for you. Also, what I'm going to do is I'm put a little effort into this video, and I'm going to make sure that I go ahead and put time stampers down below in the description box that will tell you when we talk about internal things, so personal, like basically personal growth, external things, which will include places I want to travel, career goals, as well as material possessions that I intend to acquire this coming year. So if you're watching this video in 2021, it's already happening. So this year is happening right now. Like, we're here. You made it. If you're alive right now, give yourself a pat on the back, another pat on the back, and say thank you, God, or to whomever you believe, but say thank you because you didn't have to be here, but you are. And I'm so grateful that you stumbled across Gary's video, because I'm Gary, spelled with 2 R's, double the trouble, and we're gonna get right into this video starting now. Internally, there are things that we all need to work on as individuals, constantly in constant growth, and things that build up to those spots. And so going straight into the meat, potatoes, and the greens and collard greens and the you know, macaroni and cheese and all that jazz. First thing that I really want to accomplish for 2021 in terms of a personal growth is continue becoming more consistent. Now, for me, I've become a consistent person, and not as much as I want to, but better than I have been before. And so what I wanted to really do is take this coming year as an opportunity to continue to practice that and become super disciplined in it, which is the other factor. I want to become very disciplined as well. And because of that, I think it's really important that I take time to reflect on everything that I've accomplished so far, be grateful for them, and move forward. Speaking of being grateful, gratitude is also another one. So to recap, I would like to be more consistent, have better discipline, and be more grateful. Now, that's not to say that I'm not very grateful for everything I have or humble at by any means. That's just saying that I want to be more grateful about the life that I lead, whether it's the dream life I have just yet or for this life that I'm giving right now. Because you might be able to see up here, it's an obituary, or like the funeral pamphlet, or whatever they call them, for my father. And then underneath that is also another one of those for my grandmother over to the side. And I lost my grandmother in May to cancer 2020, and I lost my dad to a random event, probably his heart just failed, in September of 2020 as well. So I took some major losses on the back end of this year, and it took me a lot to learn. And now, you know, going into this new year, and now that it be in 2021 by the time you're watching this video probably, it's really important to me to realize that every day is an opportunity to be grateful. Every day is a moment for your life to get better and for your life to improve other people's lives. If we all just work toward our goals in our life without the malicious intent of harming other people, you will get there eventually, right? And that time is going to be meant for you for the exact time, and the world as a whole will become a better place. But rarely is life that simple. And that's why I want to also work to make things more simplistic in my life, and, you know, focus on the good things, the fundamentals, better routines, better eating habits, better sleep schedule, better communication with my friends and family, better response time, less time on social media, better time outside, things of that nature. The small fundamentals that make us human, make us people, I want to get better at those, because I feel as though that, especially during 2020 and the way things went in the course of things, how things got washed away, and it was so hard to focus on your goals and dreams because there were so many things outside of external that were applying pressure that you had no control of, really. And because of that, it's made it super challenging to understand that life is happening for you, not to you. And in addition to that, this is going to be a part of a great come story, a great dream story, a great everything that is meant to make you a better person. So with that being, those three factors are really, really important to me. So consistency, more discipline, as well as more gratitude. In addition to that, really, I want to become more trusting of my intuition. When you feel that gut feeling, to go for it. And I also believe in myself more. Now, that's not to say I don't believe in myself, but I think I put extreme amount of pressure on myself that I don't realize. Now, this is not just me being said. This is what my sisters have said. It's what my mom has said. My closest friends have said. My business partner have said as well. And maybe it's time I started listening, believing some of that pressure on myself, and starting to have a little bit more fun and trusting myself, and just going for it and investing in myself a little bit more, and taking those opportunities that this past year in 2020 that I didn't take, and being more trusting of myself to make the right decision and be discerning of the things that are happening. Have discernment between what's good for me and what's bad for me, and not be hesitant for those opportunities. That's something that's happened before. I've been hesitant in the past, and it's because growing up, there's a lot of challenges, and I hope some of my friends are watching this video right now so you guys can understand, because I don't think I've ever really talked to you guys about this, but the way things have gone in my life have forced me to think a different type of way. What I mean by that is, because we moved to a completely different state out of the blue, practically, with very little money and only one person making money, that being my mother. We came here with a car that was broken, we got here and then we upgraded to a different car, and my dad just never made enough money to get himself a car. So the reality for me was, I was not going to be driving by 16 as much as I wanted to. I didn't get my license till 2 days before I turned 19. I'm 21 now, right? And so growing through all that, I didn't see him, trying to make money, things of that nature, whatever. So it wasn't always in a way a forefront of my mind to do how he did it, but that forced me to see, okay, I need to be an entrepreneur, make my own money. So throughout this whole process, throughout the whole time, I was working hard to make my own money. And because I didn't have a car and I didn't have a license, I had to get creative, which is why I became a creative entrepreneur, a creative thinker. And so everything that I did, even to this day, and I'm getting better about it, is done in a way that makes me think, what's the absolute most everything I can do? Think forward, how much everything can I do that doesn't require me to go get in the car and go do something? And that has been a crush for me. It's definitely starting to kick in. It's starting to not ruin things, but it's starting to become more of a inhibitor versus a propellant, things of that nature. And it's not making me better to keep holding on to that. And so I apologize to all you guys, all my friends, that in the times where I've been hesitant to go do stuff, and it's because my ideology and the things I thought from the time I was 12 up until really 19, whenever a car was more accessible by moving in with my mother, a lot of the things I thought about were kind of hard for me to realize that I could do those things. And the way my mom is too, she's very she's kind of switches her mind quite a bit, and then also she pushes things as far as they can go before this required, so that being a car too. So for a long time we were just in and out of rental cars, so we didn't even have a car. So that's a big factor of the way things have gone for my life, and that's that. I didn't have family here that could have handed me down a car. I didn't have, obviously my mother, she already was having trouble just committing to getting a car for herself, so that meant, Gary, you have to get your own car, right? So that's how everything has gone. And growing up too, being an entrepreneur in the way I thought as well was, I'm not going to get a job. I worked a job for 6 months and hated it. They treated me okay, but paychecks would bounce, things of that nature, and I knew that I just had to continue doing it on my own. And you guys said, Gary, go ahead, get a job, do the thing. I did it, I tried it, and it's not for me. And it's been challenging, but God has been so kind to me to see that even in those times of that, that doubt and not having the job, I was still able to attract money into my life. And there's been times where I didn't even really see it happening, but the money was working for me. I've done so much stuff behind the scenes, it is actually ridiculous. and to finally see stuff starting to unfold for me, being, you know, following and you guys watching this video right now and the money coming into my life is actually insane. And it's kind of a bit of a tangent, but it's insane to see that that is my reality, because I've practiced, you know, being consistent in the sense of like, not to the bar that I have in my mind, but being consistent and knowing that my dreams will come when the time is coming. I just got to keep working hard toward them. Now, the amount of effort I put in those days, and I used to just want big swings, so instead of doing 1% every single day, I used to say, okay, I'm gonna just go for 20% this day. And, you know, things wouldn't get done that way. And that's a big thing that 2020 has taught me, is the way I think about stuff. And so moving forward, you know, I realized that I've become a lot more grateful for the life I had. Even the BS of all this car situations, stuff like that, like having to share, even now, I honestly, full disclosure, I had to share a car with my mom, and it's not how I want it to be. And it's because my dreams haven't taken off just yet. I haven't had the opportunity yet that just took me from here to here, but it's coming, and you will see the crazy growth that we have. You know, it's gonna be a tremendous success story, and where I'm at right now in 2020 versus where I was in 2019 is insane, incredible. I have money now, I make money now, which is something I didn't really do too much of in 2019 and 2008. Well, 2018 I did make a good amount of money, but you know, 2019 was a fall off year. 2020 has been really strange, but I made a lot more money this year than I did the year before. And so I'm super grateful for that and all the lessons that it's taught me. And I've made a lot of mistakes with the money too. And that's why I'm in the position I am now, and that's why I have to think about things differently. Because before it was for my dad, it was for my grandmother. Now I'm starting to see, and I was very selfless. I wouldn't really care too much about myself or doing things for myself. And now I started to understand, even before I was, but now even more, that what I'm doing is going to have residual effects, not only for me, but also for my friends and my family, most importantly. So anyways, you know, internally, those are the things I'm working on to become a better person and, you know, continue to grow and things of that nature. Now, moving forward. Oh, Asher, you okay? He'll let himself out, y'all. But basically, you wanna go? That was a brief kitten interruption. Alright, so after a brief kitten interruption, we're back, and now we're going to be talking about the external things I will obtain. Now, as far as the things that I want to obtain, you guys probably just heard me talk about this little mini rant about cars or BS. I will have a Tesla Model 3 Performance probably by March of this year. That seems about right for the timing for everything I have planned, and I have a whole plan and strategy to get to that point. And for the last 2 or 3 years, it's been at the top of my list, and I never did what it took to get there. I missed opportunities. I had no faith or confidence in myself in certain times. And now that I've gotten to this point, and now that I have like an audience, I feel like the potential is so much there, and the potential I couldn't see in myself, all thousands of you guys see it, and that's the most incredible thing to me. I'm not even at 1K here on YouTube, but I'm talking about Instagram at Garry Wash 4, and on TikTok, same thing, and Twitter. You guys are all showing me love, and the confidence that I've received now because of that is insane, and I'm so grateful for every single one of you guys, truthfully. And because of that, now I see the paths and the opportunity that I couldn't see before because I didn't believe in myself all the way to get to those points. And now that I see you guys are here in my corner saying, yes, you can do it, you can accomplish it, I believe in you, Garry, it's making me realize that I can do this shit. Like, it's not rocket science. It could be though, if that's what I want to do, but I can do this. I have the potential, I have the growth, I have the opportunities in front of me, I have the mind, I have the action, and I have what it's gonna take to get to that point. So you guys stay tuned, and thank you guys for always supporting me as well. But continuing forward, Tesla, boom, first thing. Now, the next thing that I really wish to get is going to be something I should have had already. It's going to be 3 investment properties. Now that's just my goal. I'm setting the bar low. I'll probably, God willing, will achieve more than that. But right now, for the time being, that's my goal, keeping it small. One piece per quarter after the first quarter, once I get some more things established. I think that's, you know, a reasonable goal. I've been doing real estate for 2.5 years now at this point. In and out, on and off, been going through all types of things and trials and tribulations. And I'll tell you guys all about that someday in a different video. I actually have a video I recorded like 3 weeks ago, describing all that kind of stuff and the turmoil I was going through in relates to my Airbnb business. But that's not important right now. What I really want to do this coming year is take advantage of my skills and knowledge and apply it and say, okay, I know what it takes to get a commercial property under contract, find a commercial property, and become a part of the deal. I need to do that. I know what it takes to get a single family home bought and sold. I need to do that. I know what it takes to get a multiplex, a duplex, whatever you want to call it, bought and sold. I need to do that, and I need to be able to see the opportunities where it takes for me to buy them and invest it for myself, for me to get there. And shout out to my guys, Jason and JQ, for going hard and getting their mobile home started. I love y'all. Y'all are my dogs for life, man. I appreciate y'all for everything y'all done for me, lessons y'all taught me. We're gonna be turned up in 2021. We're gonna get back on track one of these days. You know, I've been doing my thing, but thank you guys for, you know, the support, and I can't wait to see what you guys accomplish. And when the time is right, to the moon we go. But you know, moving forward from the investment properties in the Tesla, I'm gonna be riding around in the city of Austin, Texas. That's where I plan to move. Probably by the end of July, whenever I finish up my lease currently at the apartment I live in downtown Houston. I don't really stay there very often. I mostly use it for business, but I will be moving out of that apartment. And when I do, I want to be moving into a brand new, or kind of new, or whatever you want to call it, industrial, new to me, industrial loft in downtown Austin. Okay. I dreamed about living in industrial loft. If I don't live there, I'm gonna move to New York, F it, and live in one of those lofts where wherever the opportunities are, I'm willing to go. And I want to have that place and that space because I plan on doing a lot of traveling this next year, or I guess in 2021, so this year. I plan on doing quite a bit of traveling. I have a list of places. We're gonna get to that a little bit later. And if you guys want me to visit your city, drop it down below. Say, Gary, please come to and tell me what's cool there, and I'll visit. As obviously as COVID gets better, but this year has been insane. It's been crazy, and it's made me appreciate life more and being able to live more with the life that I'm giving. Every day we're awake, it's an opportunity to get better and do more. So that's exactly what we should do. So that's what my objective is for the rest of my life, really, starting with 2021, a day at a time, is to take advantage of the opportunities before me, work the plan that I lay down when I'm, you know, in a good mindset, so that way emotions not infected by it, and do my thing, do the damn thing, really. And so with the new apartment in downtown Austin, I want to be able to be in a position by July where I make consistent income, which is going to get into career goals in just a second. But when I make that consistent guala, where it makes it simple for me to get into that position and get into that point. And so basically what I'm going to do is make sure that every single day I'm doing a little bit better. I have this progress tattoo. That will be a whole nother video. We'll have a whole sit down where I dive into more things for you guys about all that kind of stuff. But it's really important that we just recognize greatness and the greatness that is to come. So those are the three most important material items that I wish to acquire. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot more things. I'm not a very materialistic person, but those are things that come right to the dome that I can think of. So those are things I'm definitely gonna work hard to get this coming year, or in 2021, I guess, this year. I'm going to refer to it as this year from this point onward. And this video is probably going to be 20 something minutes long, but thank you guys for watching the whole video if you stick around that long. I want to make sure that in my lifetime and during 2021 that I work hard and acquire the things that I want, the things I can touch, the tangible things that I want to acquire. I want to make sure that I do those, because all the other years before, I was held back by believing other things and wanting to you know, I was just basically in a limiting mindset for some things, and I didn't have the faith and confidence in myself, and I was doing more so for other people than it was for me, and that's what really kicked me in the butt. And now I'm facing the consequences of it, or whatever you want to call it. But now I'm starting to see, you know, the reality and the opportunity that present themselves before me. So I'm going to take advantage of all of them. Getting right into the career goals. I know you guys want to know, Gary, what are you about to really do? Like, what are you about to get done, my guy? Like, what type of issue are you about to be on? And I'm glad that you asked. This year, we are about to blow up and be viral sensation. Call it Gary 4.0, because my name is Gary the Fourth. But hey, Gary, what are you about to be on? I'm so glad that you asked. So I'm about to hit 1 million subscribers on YouTube in less than a year. Now, I've been doing YouTube for about 2 years now. I haven't really taken it serious until like October of 2019, till October 2020 is when I really took it serious, when I bought this camera. That was my sign to myself that I'm committed to this goal and this dream. So by this time in 2021, I will have 1 million subscribers. All right, and if I haven't hit that point, I will keep working my butt off to get to that point. But I know without a shadow of a doubt that I will have 1 million subscribers here on YouTube by this date of 2021. All right. Now, in addition to that, I'm going to be relaunching my clothing brand this January or /February. I want to do it in anticipation for Valentine's Day, so the first drop may be for Valentine's Day. For, you know, you get a little something for your girl, or for your guy, or whoever's special in your life. You know, shop Lacuna. So stay tuned for updates on that, guys. I appreciate that. And then in addition, you know, I really want to see myself reach that pinnacle on TikTok. I want to reach 5 million followers on TikTok. I know it's possible. People do it every day. So I know it's time for me to do it. Whether the algorithm is working in my favor or not, I will not quit. I will not give up, because I believe in myself. And I know that the stuff that I make and the content that I make is fantastic. At Garry Wash 4. So I'm going to be working my butt off to get that done. And then in addition to that, I know that I can make 6 figures with my eyes closed, but I haven't put in the work that I really need to take to get there. I'm going to make $1 million this coming year. Just putting that out there. I'm going to make $1 million in 2021, but I want to build a 6-figure brand minimum by this year. So I'm going to make sure that the clothing brand reaches a 6-figure valuation, no less than that, and I want to be a 7-figure personal brand as well. So if you put my personal brand with the clothing brand that I'm planning to relaunch again, so you guys stay tuned for Lacuna, I'm definitely going to be a millionaire next year. With investment properties that I own, like liquid capital, liquid cash plus investments, I will be a millionaire next year. I'll have an 800 credit score, and I will be signed to an elite model agency. The major things that I really will accomplish and really wish to accomplish in 2021, I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of more opportunities that come up. Like, I know too that during this process, I'm going to become verified on every platform, and everybody that didn't believe in me. And, you know, I feel like I have a lot of support, but there's people out there that are haters and things like that. They're seeing this video like, blah, blah, blah. Suck one, because I'm going to be famous and I'm going to be wealthy as well, and I'm going to be the same person, genuine person I've always been. If you can't support that, move on. It's fine. Go do your own thing. I don't care. I don't need you here, because the people that want to be here and support me are here right now watching this video this deep, and I thank you so much for that. But, you know, I also will begin acting and find a major breakthrough will find me, you know, whether it be for Netflix. I would love to do a Netflix show, a Hulu show, HBO, wherever it may be, but I see myself becoming a well-known actor in the next 5 to 10 years. And so I know that starts right now, and I want to be able to leverage everything I'm doing to get to that point and get to that stage. And so for me to get to that point, it's going to require me to work my butt off. And I'm going to start acting next year, become serious about it, because it's like kind of weird whenever you tell someone you want to be an actor, like, oh, of course you do, another person. But yeah, that's pretty much that. So I want to go to New York, Colorado, LA, Miami, and Hawaii, as far as places in the US for sure. I really want to go to Spain, Italy, London, and Australia. Those are the top places on my market. If you live in those places, let me know down below. In addition to that, I really want to meet some celebrities that I've always kind of looked up to, like Will Smith, Jay-Z would be super dope. Jaden Smith too, I would love to meet him. As well as, you know, Michael B. Jordan as an actor, and then Denzel Washington as well, and Drewski, because I think he's hilarious. Drewski too funny. I would love to meet all these people and you know, see that happen. And that kind of like bust down the list, and I'm sure as you guys continue to support me here on the channel, go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe, you will start to see a lot of these things happen and become fruition in my life, and I want you guys to be a part of the whole journey. There's going to be new goals and new things that come about, and I'm going to do an update video every quarter right before the next quarter starts. So like, this is what I want to accomplish this quarter, but this is a year-end type of goal, and so that's why this video is so long, and I apologize. But if you sat through this time, I appreciate you. And I've made markers on my paper right here, so I kind of have an idea where everything is, but I think I'm playing myself. Come here, let me show you. Look, guys, look, it's Asher. Hey, Asher. It's okay. Here. But with that being said, I love you guys so much. Stay tuned for all the great things that's left to happen this year. I know that I haven't followed through or showed myself everything I'm capable of this year, and I know that is going to fuel me for next year. I know now that I've seen you guys support me, that I have what it takes to get to that point. It's just a matter of time before I reach the millions and the masses. So I thank you guys so much. Y'all see them? I thank you guys so much for loving, supporting me. Come here. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Hopefully this one's not too long. Like I said, it's gonna be raw and authentic, so it's probably gonna take a long time for me to get this uploaded. as far as like time for it to be uploaded directly to YouTube. But thank you guys so much for sticking around. I love you guys so much for being dope and following me and watching this. And you guys are going to be part of a great come up story. You guys will be a part of a great thing. So if you're watching this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for all the great things that are yet to come. And I love you guys so much. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Deuces. Oh, look at Asher, guys. Aw. Hey, Asher. With that being said, I love you guys. And I'll catch you in the next one. Deuces.
Yes! Oh, great and mighty grand champion! Is there something you need? Back rub, perhaps? Oh, gee. You sure? Okay, well, bye.